This is the AI News Flash for May 23 a.m. UTC. First up, the AI boom is rapidly reshuffling the global stock market pecking order, CNBC reports in detail. The South Korea's Kospi index has surged over 44% year-to-date, hitting record highs. Taiwan's main index is up 22%, and Japan's Nikkei has gained 15%, reaching all-time highs. Samsung Electronics, SK Hynix, and TSMC, the major semiconductor players, are direct beneficiaries of the AI memory and AI chip supercycle. Taiwan's weighting in the MSCI Emerging Markets Index reached 21.06%, overtaking China's 20.93% for the first time. Global funds are accelerating massive capital shifts from U.S.-centric concentration to Asian AI-related equities. This signals structural diversification away from the extreme concentration where S&P 500 AI stocks hold over $10 trillion in market cap. Amid institutional caution from Norway's sovereign wealth fund warning of AI overconcentration risk and Bridgewater's most dangerous phase warning, Asian AI-related stocks are emerging as a new third-pillar investment theme. This represents a historic turning point for geographic diversification of global AI investments. Second, Google officially announced the return of consumer AR glasses devices and a complete AI overhaul of its search engine at I/O 2026. The Guardian reports in detail, the new Google Glass integrates Gemini AI at its core, featuring eye tracking, voice commands, real-time translation, and AR overlay display. Google enters full-scale consumer AR device market competition against Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses and Apple Vision Pro.
In parallel, Google announced a complete search engine overhaul after rolling out AI mode search across the US. Integration with Gemini Spark Agent will drive a fundamental shift from traditional blue link displays to natural language conversational agent experiences. This comes amid deepening concerns over the 58% crash in publisher click-through rates from Google AI overviews.
This is a decisive offensive in Google's AI hegemony re-establishment campaign, backed by a 160% stock price rise over the past year. Counter-offensives against OpenAI, Anthropic, Meta, and Apple intensify across consumer devices and search experience, marking a historic moment of fundamental transformation in the search advertising business model. Third, Samsung Electronics labor negotiations collapsed, raising critical risks of semiconductor supply disruption. Bloomberg exclusive report. 41,000 union members are positioned for an 18-day full strike from May 21 to June 7th. Final wage negotiations broke down, with the union rejecting a $340,000 lump sum payment, demanding SK Hynix equivalent $900,000 annual payments and 15% operating profit sharing. This comes at the worst timing during HBM4 mass production acceleration. This poses serious risks of direct impact on the global AI semiconductor supply chain, with direct ripple effects on next-generation memory supply for NVIDIA's Vera Rubin GPUs. This represents a major bottleneck for the $725 billion 2026 capex boom from the four hyperscalers. JP Morgan estimates annual operating profit damage at $43 trillion. Samsung's market cap temporarily dropped $66 billion, with potential sole government intervention emerging. As the AI semiconductor supercycle accelerates, accumulated employee dissatisfaction over insufficient profit sharing is being exposed. This becomes a decisive test for global AI supply chain stability at a critical juncture. Fourth, renowned investor Cathie Wood's ARK Invest executed a major $46 million investment in newly public AI semiconductor stock Cerebras Systems. The Motley Fool reports in detail. Cerebras is a next-generation AI semiconductor player challenging NVIDIA's GPU monopoly with its wafer-scale engine technology specialized for inference workloads. Its NASDAQ debut saw shares fall below the IPO price, but Wood executed a contrarian buy-the-dip strategy. Amid the surge of edge AI inference specialized chip companies, including Ambiq Micro's 41% earnings surprise rally, institutional capital allocation toward inference specialized chips like Grok LPU and Samba Nova is accelerating. This serves as a symbolic example of the dispersion shift away from NVIDIA's single vendor dominance. With a major contract pipeline, including G42, Anthropic, and OpenAI, against the backdrop of the second phase of the $725 billion hyperscaler capex boom centered on inference optimization, this investment decision marks a decisive milestone toward multipolar AI semiconductor ecosystem. Fifth, AustralianSuper, Australia's largest pension fund, established a new Chief AI Officer position. AI governance reinforcement competition is intensifying across the global pension industry. Bloomberg reports. AustralianSuper, with 400 billion Australian dollars in assets under management, officially established a Chief AI Officer executive position to oversee AI implementation across investment decisions, risk management, and operations. This represents pioneering leadership at the top of the pension industry. This aligns with the trend of global institutional investors building full-scale AI governance frameworks. Joining Canada's CPPIB, Norway's Sovereign Wealth Fund, Japan, and Singapore's GIC, it echoes Norway's fund warning of 35% loss risk on AI-related assets. Amid industry-wide recognition of agentic AI disruption risks, this follows CIO Norman's analogy of the air going out of the Coke bottle as he reduced equity exposure. This represents the full-scale rise of AI caution from the global pension industry's 4.5 trillion Australian dollar asset base. It signals a decisive juncture for global institutional investor AI strategy reconstruction. That's all for this AI news flash.